You want to hear something you probably already knew? People spend a lot of time being frustrated with how things turn out in their life. Like a lot. But what's interesting is a lot of our ancestors never did. The reason why we can't stop reminiscing over the past is because we've forgotten about something that our ancestors understood: fate. Now, fate is an interesting topic. A lot of people think that it is a lazy way to cope with messing stuff up. I failed my test, not my fault, no worries, that was fate. But this is a naive understanding of fate. Our ancestors tried to be great, but they understood that what happened to them was ultimately out of their control. After all, they are mere mortals living in a world that was set in motion long before they ever existed and that is far beyond their understanding. In this video, I am going to look at 3 distinct groups of people from the past and describe their relationship to fate. These people are the Stoics, the Christians, and the Norse. The Stoics created an entire philosophy about dealing with one's fate. They believed that people have intentions, but their outcomes are ultimately in the hands of fate. What the Stoics thought was a high mark of character was the ability to have good intentions, yet not let the potential negative outcomes bother oneself. They believed that one should love their fate no matter what it is. Friedrich Nietzsche described this with the Latin amor fati. Christians believed that one's fate, no matter what that entailed, was ultimately for good as it contributed to God's plan for the world. This concept was most clearly illustrated by Christ accepting his crucifixion in order to redeem the world. It was also highlighted in the book of Job, wherein God destroys everything important to Job. When Job bemoans his fate, God tells him that his actions are far beyond human understanding. Job learns to accept what God has set in place, and ultimately, in the end, God's plan results in Job being greatly rewarded. The Norse believed that at the base of the world tree, the 3 Norns weave their fate and ultimately cut the strings of their lives. Understanding this, the Norse, like the Stoics, thought that the only part of their lives in their control was their reaction to things. In the Norse worldview, fate was so powerful that even the gods were subject to it. They are fated to be destroyed during Ragnarok. It is for this reason that Odin collected the best warriors to live with him in Valhalla. While he is fated to be destroyed, his reaction is not to be depressed, but to rather prepare an army to fight with him and die gloriously. Now, the next time you do something and it backfires, remember amor fati. Remember how Christ accepted crucifixion. Remember how Odin decided to go out fighting.